The Menendez brothers show, Monsters.
Monsters.
It wasn't good what happened, but it was a good show, like
But
interesting.
did you see what the brothers said?
Which one? Oh, Lyle or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Lyle. Or no, it was Eric. I think it was Eric that said he hated it. I think
One of them.
it was Eric. It was Eric. I saw that. I was like, oh, he said it was. He said that
the depiction of them.
He said the depiction of them was not accurate and that it was not true. I don't know. You know what's weird though? That everybody right now on TikTok, I'm scrolling through TikTok and I see so many videos about the Menendez brothers trial, and so many people are defending them, like what they did was right. But here's the thing though too. What happened to them wasn't right.
They're reopening the case.
Are they actually? They're reopening it? Damn, I didn't hear that. Where'd you hear that?
TikTok.
Damn.
Well, it's because I think that there's new evidence that. So in the second trial, because the first trial came to a deadlock.
Yes, it did.
So they couldn't talk about the sexual assault case in the second trial because of the book that Lyle wrote.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, we're just trying to make these people feel empathetic towards us.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. And it made it seem like they were lying. Well, in one of the witnesses they had in the first trial, which was, I think, their cousin or one of their cousins, that cousin said that they told them, oh, it's almost my bedtime, that, oh, like the brothers told, or Eric told me, or one of them told me about the abuse happening with Jose.
Yes.
And now they found, I guess, in a storage unit, like a letter from one of the brothers to this cousin.
Okay.
Like talking about the abuse 8 months or like 8 or 10 months, I think, before the murders happened.
Oh, jeez. They found that?
So the cousin knew.
Oh. Wow, that's interesting. So the cousin knew and they didn't do it.
So it's not like they were lying about it at
all. No, listen, to be driven to the point where, you're literally, you're pushed to the point where you walk into your own home with shotguns and you mow down your parents. Like you got to be, something bad must have happened to you by your parents to drive you to the point to do that, Like, they obviously were most likely abused as children, and they were driven to that point where they felt like there was no way out. Now, was money probably a contributing factor?
Yes.
Probably. Like, the dad was worth like $500 million.
Here's the thing. I think that it's hard to leave a situation like that when you know that there's so much money on the line, even though they knew that, like, no, they weren't going to walk away with anything at the end. But they were getting it right then and now, so they wanted to keep holding out on that.
But they also said that they were afraid for their lives because they were afraid that their parents were going to kill them, so they had to kill their parents first. And they also said because the parents thought that the children were going to go to the police and talk about the sexual assault that was happening, and that's why they felt like they had to take out their parents because they felt like they were going to be killed first. I think what really happened is that they hated their parents for what happened to them. So they got their revenge, and also they knew if they took out their parents, which they were fine with doing, they also had a huge cash prize at the end of it too. Because they were blowing money after they killed their parents for like 6 months. They weren't in jail, or like I think it was almost a year. They were just blowing. They blew like I think $300,000 in like a year. So they were spending money like it was nothing, like buying cars, buying cocaine, doing drugs, like all that shit. So I don't know. But here's the thing too. Who is it? Lyle? Lyle, I don't know, I heard this was alleged, but I think it's true. There's video evidence. After his testimony, when he goes up and he cries on the stand talking about what happened to him, he calls that girlfriend of his on the payphone and tells her, yeah, I really sold this on the court today. Like on the testimony, I really cried and made that jury believe it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously what happened to him, it happened to him.
I think here's the thing. Whatever happened to them mess them up.
Yes, it did traumatically.
But like at the same time, I think they need to be rehabilitated in other sorts, and maybe they have been getting that. But mentally, they need a
They're
lot of therapy.
they need help, man.